difference in your last fight?
Just mainly confidence and faith, just believing in myself and believing that guys can provide for me no matter what it is, and just going out there and putting in the hard work. I mean, before I was still worried about the things I couldn't control, as far as like if I don't have performance, if I get fired, if I lose my job, if I get cut, things like that. But now it's just kind of like, all right, I'm going to train, go out there, fight my hardest, and whatever happens, happens. So I just like take all the extra pressure off myself and just go out there and try to perform.
Do you feel like you're getting the respect you deserve? I mean, 5 fights in a row, 5 wins in a row in the UFC against anybody is not easy to do. But I think the welterweight division especially is tough. But you're not in the top 15 yet. I mean, do you feel like you're getting the respect you deserve, the win streak you've had?
I'm sure that time will come where I'm getting that respect and I'm in that top 10 level, but for now, I just like take this opportunity for me to grow as a fighter. I mean, every time I'm able to step in the cage and compete against these guys, it's just another opportunity for me to grow as a fighter and become a better fighter. So I'm willing to take that time and take fight by fight and get better fight by fight. And once those top 10 fights are offered to me, I'm ready for it.
I know that you were rumored, at least in the beginning, to fight Josh Koscheck, and it got switched. Nothing against Kunamoto, obviously he's a tough guy, but was there any disappointment you didn't get him? I know Koscheck's not a top 10 guy right now, but he's obviously a pretty big name in the sport. Was there any disappointment you didn't stick with that fight?
For sure. I mean, at first I was kind of disappointed, but at the end of the day, it was just another opportunity for me to fight and just get better fight by fight. So I would love to fight Koscheck, but it just didn't happen that way, and I'm just focused on Kimoto right now and then take what's next after that.
Do you feel like after this fight it's time? Like, you know, do you feel like at that point you almost have to demand that it's time to get a top 15, top 10 opponent? Yeah, 6 wins in a row. I mean.
For sure. I mean, it's pretty hard to get a top 10 guy, especially right now. You have 2 of the top 10 guys that are already scheduled to fight. 1 guy's taking a break, and you have almost 4 guys either injured or suspended. So it's either you're sitting on a bench waiting to compete, or you're out there taking a chance, getting better fight by fight, and waiting your moment.
Can you compare the feel of this? I mean, a year ago you were, you were fighting for your job basically.
For sure.
Now you're on this incredible win streak. What's the difference in the feeling like for you?
Man, it's just incredible. I mean, I was definitely doubting myself and doubting everything about MMA at the point. I was like, all right, maybe it's time for me to hang it up as far as Neil Magny's MMA fighter and just pursue a career in law enforcement or something like that. So when I was seeing it for me to fight and fight often and keep winning, I was just happy to run with it and do so well at it now.
We talked several times last year, and you mentioned how it was the self-confidence was really the issue. Is that something you still have to focus and maintain, like, teaching yourself that and reminding yourself that, or is it just kind of instilled in you now? For
sure, it's one of those things. It's definitely you have to make it routine. You always have to practice it over and over. Just kind of know that you're working your hardest, and it's going to be a tough fight. Whatever happens at the end of the day, you can't really control that. You can control how hard you work and what you put into it. So I focus less on the outcome and more on what I'm going to go in there to do, what my mentality is going in.
You were a bit of a road warrior last year, man. I mean, you went all around the place. Now everybody's coming to your backyard. What do you think? Do you enjoy the feeling better? Or do you like seeing the world? What's it like?
Yeah, I mean, I'll take either one. I mean, I kind of got used to the getting booed in Brazil feeling, but I'll definitely take a win in the home crowd and just kind of have my own state back me, kind of push me for the win.
I was going to say one more if you don't, but stylistically, can you talk about the matchup? I mean, obviously Kunamoto's got kind of a bizarre style that he brings into. What do you think about the stylistic matchup?
For sure. I mean, stylistically, I think it's a great fight for me. My style doesn't change necessarily from fight to fight. I mean, I'm going to be a longer, rangier fighter, so that's something I'm carrying every fight, no matter who I go against, unless it's a Condit or something like that. I mean, I'm going to have the same exact game plan for a lot of guys that I go through, and just push the pace or whatever. So I haven't focused too much on things that he does well too often, but just how I can capitalize on what I do well.
You tied the record last year for the most wins in a single year. You beat out Donald Cerrone. I know you're proud of that. How busy do you want to be this year?
Like I said earlier, I mean, I would love to stay busy. I mean, it's easy to like demand a top 10 spot, but when half the top 10 is injured or out on suspension right now, it's just hard for that to make it happen. So I just look forward to staying active and just taking whatever comes my way and staying healthy.